guys, so headed back to Louisiana from the house in Mississippi. I have a MRI appointment tomorrow evening I gotta go to, get my stuff ready for retirement, my VA stuff. Taking the car back by tomorrow for RCS Louisiana to run some final checks, check some stuff out, make sure everything's still good now that I put some miles on the car. Show you what we're running. 55 pounds of oil pressure while we're driving. Oil temps and engine temps look good. But it is now the Tuesday prior to the Louisiana opener. Going back down on some public land, hang a camera, and probably build a ground set with a natural blind. I really don't know what else to do right now other than that, because all of my tree stands, all 4 or 5 of them, are all in Alabama at my shop there. So I'm kind of set on what I got to do this weekend. So all right, so down to the spot. I'm still extremely out of shape. I gotta get in shape for season for sure. It's a good thing I'm not making a early out west trip this year, because I wouldn't be ready. So this is that knob I was talking about. I'm right up through here. There's a real big trail here, and there's a bunch of ditches and other knobs, but this one seems to be the main one. And right there where my camera is, watching this trail, right about where I'm standing, I shot a really big 9-point last year out of that tree right there. You can still see my, let's see, my hooks and everything still up in the tree that I left, forgot about. But yeah, I shot a real nice one right here last year, and he ran off down into here. He hit the ground like a ton of bricks when I shot him, and then jumped up and ran off. I got a buddy, came in here, we tracked him until the blood ran out, and then I was sick about it, and I ended up getting probably 50 or 60 more pictures of him, and you could see the wound. It was high and a little bit back. So this year we're going to be on the ground, at least for opener. We're going to be right in there behind that homemade blind. But yeah, those deer come right up out of the deepest part of that cutover, right up through here. Really good spot. Whew. Alright, so I got back out here to the truck. I don't have my truck down here. I'm in Family Infinity out here scratching it up. But yeah, today's 16 September. Season opens up 20th, Saturday. Man, just an absolute brutal time to be out here prepping, to be getting stuff ready right now. Nothing about this feels like hunting season. Like I said before, growing up in Alabama where the rifle season's so long, rut's late in the year. Best part of hunting is in the middle of winter, you know, and it finally starts to get cold in Alabama, Mississippi. So this September madness, really, I didn't get it. I didn't really get into it until I got to Kentucky and see how big those deer are, and found out I get an additional bow tag on Fort Knox, and that was the end of that. I was a bow hunter then. Not that I had never bow hunted, but it's just, people from the deep south know, like, it's just not as big of a thing. Alabama, Mississippi for sure, because the ruts during gun season's long. You know, now it's a $3 states, Alabama, Mississippi, but growing up, I mean, it's still a buck and a doe a day, but now it's a buck and a doe a day with 3 buck tags. You know, growing up, it was buck and a doe a day. So yeah, doesn't feel like season. Environment wise, definitely starting to feel it kind of in the soul that It's time to get on a big one. I'll throw a video clip in here. My son was picking up my son from school. My oldest was picking up my youngest son from school after dark, right out here on this main road off of this clear cut. He sent me a video. He's like, "Dad, I just saw these two giant bucks." He sent me a video, and one of them I'm pretty sure is the buck from last year, and I think the other one I may have had on camera too. But he's alive, and he's in the area. That's been a couple weeks, so exciting times. I don't know. Saturday we'll see what it's all about. But if you're watching this, hopefully this video is leading to me fighting a heart attack in this heat, dragging out probably the biggest deer I've ever killed. So we'll see. Stay tuned. So this is the second time today I've got pulled over. Get out of here and I'll tell you guys what's going on. So oddly enough, this morning on the way to my son's speeding ticket for court in Louisiana, we got pulled over for speeding. And the guy ended up, told him I was military, told him what I was down in Louisiana for. State trooper gave me a break on it and wrote me a tent ticket because I guess it just changed in Louisiana from 40%. Now you can have like 25, but mine's 5 all the way around. So he was like, "Look, write you a tent ticket. That way it doesn't go on your record," which I appreciate because, I got enough. I do well enough for myself to paying a speeding ticket. Me or my wife, either one, getting a speeding ticket. It's not a big deal to us, but when you get it put on your record and your insurance goes up, then that's a whole other thing. But literally right after the last clip with you guys, as I'm getting close to this junkyard up here, another one of these speed trap towns. I didn't think I was speeding. I might have been a little bit, but anyway, got pulled over again, and apparently it was because I don't have the inspection sticker for the state of Louisiana, which, I told him that recently moved to Mississippi and I haven't got the sticker because I'm going to be switching my tags in Mississippi. We've made it to the salvage yard. You can see the line of old cars out front. They got a ton of cars back that way. So try to see if I can get pulled out of here without getting hit, and park over at the front office and get in here and tour you guys around, see what they got. I'm always looking for parts. I definitely need some E46 BMW parts. They got that right now. And then, so I think this is going to end up being a pretty interesting stop here, honestly. So they specialize specifically in Silverados and Tahoes with LSs, and they sell LS drivetrain parts here. And all of the older trucks I showed you up by the road are for sale, which is kind of what piqued my interest. But with looking at doing an LS swap on the E46, definitely interested to look around here. A little high, maybe, on the LS stuff. LS engines, anything 07 or older, which would be what I would be looking at anyway. They're all $1,000, but they do compression tests and check everything out. If it's got bad heads, they swap the heads out and everything else. So I don't know, knowing what you're getting for $1,000, probably not. It's not, the LS game isn't what it used to be, the $200 engines that you can, oh shit, pine straw. But what I'm looking for, ouch, the one time in the world, you can tell by these white ass legs, I don't Not a big fan of shorts, but the one time I wear shorts, I'm ended up walking through all this junk, which is why I never wear them. I'm looking for a door panel for my 99 Silverado, possibly a gray, whatever that gray leather color is, power leather seat that's not ripped up. That would be awesome. I also need the tailgate strap that goes from here to the tailgate on both sides have broke on my truck, so I'm sure I can find those out here. So been looking for a spot to grab those, so I'll probably definitely at least grab them while I'm here. I have to go back and get some tools from their shop because I'm in the SRT and I don't have any of my tools. WS, a Trans Am without the typical door panel crack. That's something rare. That was good enough to show you guys. Somebody wrecked on this one pretty good. Tore her up pretty good. I don't know how much is usable on here, other than so you guys know as you're watching here, at any moment the next clip could be me getting rushed to the hospital from a rattlesnake bite or copperhead bite. So I got the worst possible attire on for this, but I don't really know the next time that I'm gonna have time. Stop in here and really check this place out. Yeah, these guys may specialize in LS stuff, but got a lot of weird crap back here in the back, which if you guys are on the channel, you'll get to know me and know that probably like a lot of you guys, I'm into the weird stuff. And I don't really have a brand preference. A random Toyota sitting up there on top of a Coke truck. Alright, so I found my clips, cables that I need. It's like I just need like a 9/16 or 14. Probably grab those. Old car one, a Chevy Custom 20. Long bed. It's probably an old farm truck. I say that because it's definitely got the Randy Garrison Sr., my dad's old school stuff with the long bed, two-wheel drive with the big buckshots in the rear, and you know, got the bay pops up front. Oh, it's a stick too. I like, you know, not a huge long bed guy, but I don't, oh my God, look at the wasps that I just trapped. There's like 10 of them in there flying around. I was just about to get murked. These things hate me too. Oh my God, I'm so glad I closed that. That was about to get real bad, Michael Jackson bad. Now this, I am interested in. This is one of the ones I was seeing from the road. Chevy Apache. Got some rust down low. Making sure I don't step on the snake. Somebody threw some newer seats in it. Oh, looks to have completage in the front here. Windshield's cracked. Pretty much for me to windshield and both sides. Definitely this side. Gonna need a front tire. I mean, if I was building this, I could probably rat rod this out and just use this fender. I don't know. I had a lot of work to do right there where it's been, after the dent, I can see they drove it for another 20 years, opening the door into the fender. Two good headlights, two busted. And all the trim is there. Attempt to pull this hood up without getting absolutely murdered by wasps. I have no idea where the latch is. I'll get back with you guys. Alright, we got it open. Good old straight six. Single mile. It's even got the old glass filter. Let's see. She turn over? Oh, she does, boys. Oh my God. What a spider web. Oh. Yeah, she turns over. Alright, boys. Like I said, you had my interest, now you got my attention. This is right up my alley right here. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? Chevy Apache? I mean, I think this would be the front fender I need. This one's got the single headlights. The truck over there we're looking at had the duals. This one's got a little rust at the bottom. Some debauchery right here that I'd have to address, but 03 Silverado, 153,000 miles, which is infant stage for an LS. Pretty straight interior too. Pretty straight truck, honestly. Cat eye. 2012 Sierra with fuel wheels, Rocky Ridge edition. $10,000. This thing's fancy. Anyway, glad to be back in the AC. It is brutal outside. Wanted $10 for those hinges for my tailgate on my Silverado, but they didn't take cash. Well, they took card, but the person that works the card reader wasn't there, so I ended up getting those for free. Plus my little stubby front pocket fine sawed off ratchet that I found. Anyway, cool cars. I'm gonna call the owner about that Apache, but you guys let me know what you think in the comments. $1,000 for a Apache pickup truck. Need some metal. Gonna need a bunch of metal work, and it's gonna need the usual. It's gonna need all the brakes and all the tune-up stuff. But the engine does turn over really good. I doubt that I would probably leave it with the 6-cylinder, but I would at least start that way. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about that truck. Yeah, guys, I wanted to share that place with you guys. It's called Parker Used Cars, Columbia, Louisiana. 318-503-1113. They had a lot of reasonably priced Silverados and Denali's and LS type vehicles there. And, like I said, some older square bodies and stuff there for sale. And pretty much anything you could ever want if you're building LS swap. So if you guys want to check them out, I wanted to share that with you guys. Alright guys, so I know I promised some all motor pulls here. First one since we've had the engine forged and the cam and all rest of the bolt-ons and the tools, the tune and everything. So once I get some space here in traffic here, make a couple of pulls here and let you guys see what's going on. But alright, so finally got a little stretch of road that's open. Try to do like a 70 to 100 pull here. So definitely way faster than stock. The lower end pulls are where it really runs up fast, but I mean, this thing pulls way harder than it used to. Finally back on the right side of the Mississippi River here. Already at my exit. I live less than a mile into Mississippi from Louisiana. Alright guys, made it back to the house in Mississippi. This is our E46 project, our new wheels. It's my cat over there yapping. If anybody needs a set of BMW wheels or whatever bolt pattern that E46 fits, it's a good set of rollers here, good tread. I'll take $100 for them. If anybody's semi-local to Vicksburg here, let's come get them. It's new wheels we put on this thing. I don't know exactly what we got going on with this. Original plan was LS swap. I mean, I don't know. Then we bought a nitrous kit. I don't know what's going on. The engine that's in it, the B25 that's in it, runs great. And it looks a million times better than it did when I first got it. That's my cammed big bore 1275 Sportster. Yeah, the SRT is doing very well. I'm extremely happy with how it's running right now. I did get the gap cam for the back and bought the GoPro Max for it to get some 360 footage where you get that kind of island footage where it looks like it's being took from, I don't know, a helicopter or something. What else we got going on here? Got my straps old buddy gave me at the salvage yard on here. There's the original broke ones. Binding up. Good as new. Out of all of my vehicles, this one chops the absolute hardest. This is the most sentimental vehicle I have. It's my 99 Silverado. This was my stepbrother's truck that passed when I was, I had first joined the Army. When I was like, he passed when I was probably 18. My grandmother, I guess you say my grandmother, my stepfather's mother, had it for years, and I finally talked her out of it. But this thing actually chops harder than anything else that I got. Out of all the vehicles I have, you know, the SRT, the Bel Air, I mean, my Corvette, the Trans Am WS6, this one sounds absolutely the best. It's also egregiously loud. I'll let that idle down and let you guys hear it in a second, but that's a Texas Speed Chopacabra cam. Literally every time I take it to the gas station, there's like 3 dudes coming up like, what in the world am I listening to there? It chops incredibly hard. And that's not even idled down yet. I did put the wicker bill on, as I said. Going to be coming out with a video on how to do that. I think I did it kind of a unique way that made it pretty easy. I have to kill this thing out or you guys aren't going to be able to hear anything. But yeah, so I had a drop of oil pressure in this thing. I think maybe it was a combination of that O-ring that's down in the sending unit and just, I don't know, maybe a pump going bad, but I put a high pressure milling in it, Chopacabra cam, springs, all that stuff. And then my boy Cody that tuned this, tuned that. So that's exactly why it chops like that. And this will chop like that once I get a converter and we can, it possibly could chop harder. It's a much higher lift cam that's in this one. It's just idled up right now because I need to get that stock converter out and get the Circle D converter. Love bugs, an absolute plague in Louisiana. Nothing you can do about that. Gotta wash it every time I drive it. This is my 67 Bel Air. This is kind of, it's dirty right now. This paint is phenomenal. My same buddy that painted my, this is just all dirt. I don't want to scratch it, but same buddy that just painted my Corvette. It's done. He's just got to polish it out and everything. Wet sand, buff it. Painted this one. This was my in-laws' car that they got married in. I had a seat that I got for free out of a Ram truck that I was going to try to put in the back, but that didn't really work out. The one that was in it was completely rusted out. The springs were rusted out. I'm going to be, it's kind of my winter project. I'm going to be recovering myself the three door panels that are on here, and then I have another door panel off of there, off of my 67 Bel Air parts car. Gonna be recovering all that. I'm gonna be making my own cell panels, package tray, and then I got the rear seat. It's got brand new carpet in it. It's probably dirty right now, but I did do brand new carpet in it before I parked it. Runs fantastic now. Replacing the ram horn manifolds on it. I got one on already. I need to get out here and do the other one, and then take it to my guy down here in town in Vicksburg and have some all new exhaust ran on it. But you can see the seat over here from the parts car. I mean, obviously I got to recover it. I'm gonna do that myself too, so that'll be another how-to video. But yeah, the springs are in really good shape. Everything's in really good shape on that. But yeah, if you're still here, we did already get some pictures on that camera that I set out on the public land in Louisiana. Yeah. So like I said, we did already get some pictures of the camera. We literally set that camera yesterday on that public land in Louisiana, and I already have a really nice 8-point that walked down that trail. I don't know if he saw the camera or not, but he's like looking at the camera in one of the pictures, but I'll throw a picture of him up here. And that's not the deer at all that we're targeting there. I shot a really nice 9 or 10 point in there last year, probably, I don't know, at least 140 inches, probably teetering on 150 inches, which for central Louisiana it's a really big deer. So that's the one I'd like to get, but if that big 8 comes through, I got 3 tags in Louisiana, and I'll be using one Saturday, a few days from now, if that one comes walking through. But yeah, I think it's basically what we got going on right now. Like I said, I'm gonna put that wicker bill video up, and probably the next video will be a combination of getting the exhaust on the Bel Air, hopefully killing a big buck Saturday for the opener in Louisiana, which I'm fairly confident in that spot. The spot's really good early season. And picking up my Corvette Sunday. Gonna be going to Louisiana, hunting a couple of days, spending time with the fam, and then coming back, picking up my truck. My car hauler is already at my shop in Alabama. I'm gonna be barreling down Alabama, picking up my Stingray, and going and completing the registration on my son's turbo Cadillac build. That way he can legally drive that, because we don't need any more tickets. You guys saw what our luck's like with police. So but yeah, it'll be a compilation video of a bunch of things, but definitely, like, guys, I'm really not just asking for the algorithm. I really need you guys to tell me, like, for those of you guys that are subscribers, or you're just passing through, if you're just passing through, subscribe. Veteran on channel, active duty military officer, help us out. A lot of people have been subbing to support, the veteran channel, but I need people to watch the long form too, right? So we got to get those watch hours up where we can get monetized, get some money back into these builds. Not that I'm not going to put money in them anyway, but it'd be nice to be putting some of YouTube's money into them instead of all my money that I'm getting from the government. But yeah, if you're passing through, or if you're a subscriber, do me a favor, check out the other videos, check out the LS Fest video, check out the Roger Harris vintage car and motorcycle collection. I'm telling you guys, I mean, it's almost got 1,000 views, which is the most out of all my long form videos, and for good reason. That's a really good video if you watch it. It's worth the watch. But anyway, a lot of cool stuff coming up for the channel. I'm excited about it and excited to bring it to you guys. This is Randy here from Garrison Speed Shop. Out.